I ever met.
Oh,
Next to
come
Teresa.
now.
No, it's true. After all you've been through, never complained. And everything you've done for us, we couldn't have done it without you. I wouldn't be able to do it. Thank you. And I hope you'll get to know peace now. You deserve it.
What's come over you? Nobody ever said anything like that to me.
They should have, though.
Thank you. What did you mean, one of the bravest? Who else did you have in mind?
Someone from back home.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd like her. I'll tell you about her one day. What's your plan now?
Now? The simple things in life. A long bath, a good meal, brush my hair.
I need all that as well. I was talking about the future.
I'll stay with Zizka. He's all I've got. I'll go where he goes.
I have to go and see Hanush now.
So I heard. Farewell for now, Henry.
So, we made it, Sam.
Aye, we made it. But only just in time. And we lost the silver. That's what
Yeah, that
pisses me off
sucks.
the most.
I'm not exactly delighted either. But that's not why we did it. And we're alive.
That's true. But it could have gone very differently. I'm in your debt, Bruder. I'll never forget this.
What debt? You're my brother. Well, they took our silver. But maybe it's better that way. Fortunes lead to bad blood.
Well, I'd prefer if the Geld was in good hands. It could have helped. The king, our people, your people. But now the Prague rabble are going to share it. You're right, though. Maybe they'll quarrel over it and cut each other's throats.
Brabant is dead.
Genau. Though it's a huge pity I couldn't help you and could only watch. I still don't understand how anyone could have deceived me like that. Such a liar! It should have been obvious what he was like. Justice was done. Vorech Hashem.
What will you do now?
My mother in Colleen and all the others will need me. We'll make a new start there. And that'll be a lot of work. I don't know if anyone will return to Kuttenberg.
What about the Devil's Pack?
That was great. If you can call what we went through great. But I'm neither a warrior, nor a mercenary.
What do you plan to do in Colleen?
Whatever's necessary. The same as in Kuttenberg, most likely. My people need someone who can stand up for them. Because there will always be some who want to put them down. That's life, nicht wahr?
I have to go now, Sam. Take care.
Sei gesund, sir.
Oh, buddy.
My doggy, eh?
Gotta say hello to Mutt, of course.
Yannick, that was some bloodbath.
Weren't it? I don't understand how we're still alive.
I suppose the Lord was watching over us.
Aye, that's twice now.
Speaking of people that like survived a bunch of things, like these guys were in the first game. They survived the siege of Skalitz. Or not even siege, just the raid.
Zizka,
Henry, I'm glad you found the time.
what did you want to talk to me about?
About your future. I've commanded countless men, and no doubt I'll command many more. But you, Henry, you have something the others didn't. The heart of a real warrior. I know you're still in the service of Lord Perkstein and have duties to carry out in that regard, but I wanted to tell you, if that ever changed, I would be honored if you stood by my side as my right-hand man.
Damn.
That would be an honor for me as well, Zizka. Thank you for your trust. It's just that I don't know right now what Hanush wants from me. If he has another task for me. So,
I understand. You don't have to decide right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Henry can become right-hand man of Zizka, he will have a long campaign of war. That's for sure.
what are your plans now?
Now, let's celebrate our victory properly. Then we'll go back to the Devil's Den and get some rest. I'll leave any further negotiations to Jobst and Radzig, but It's not over yet. The King and Prokop of Luxembourg are still prisoners, and it's hard to say whether Sigismund will want to release them. Maybe we'll have more work to do. That's why I'd like to have you close by.
What did you think of the final battle?
Nothing. I didn't see much of it, but even through the fortress walls, I could hear they didn't have a chance against you.
You could tell that by what you heard.
I hear the grass grow. I can find my way just by listening, with eyes closed if necessary. That comes in very handy when you're captured and blindfolded.
I hear we lost the silver.
They got to it yesterday. If only you'd arrived one day sooner. What can we do? I reckon God wanted us to stay poor. We'll have to look for a way to make a living like we used to.
I found Brabant in the camp. He was torturing Sam. I killed him.
I'm glad you did. I haven't been betrayed like that for ages. Such a buffoon. I never realized what he was really like. Oh well, a lesson learned. At least he can no longer deceive anyone like he did us. After what he did to Ada, that's all he deserved.
Yeah, we got revenge for Ada. That's all that matters. Let's see, is there someone over here? Oh, yeah. I need to sharpen Hanish's sword. Yeah, it's in shitty condition, that's for sure.
That's more like it.
Alright. Yep, that's good. I'll top mine off.
All right. This is already sharp.
It's not like I don't think I'm going to get in any more combat, but you never know. Alright, did I talk to everyone that I could talk to? Let's talk to him. I don't think we can talk to the Lord of the Castle. Peter. Nope.
To cause so much harm to your fellow countrymen.
Can't talk to him. Jeez, they burnt that down. Forge barely survived. Oh, man. Hey, that's my job. Yeah, look at all those dudes. They're probably just going around making sure there's no other, like, froggers.
Have you put an edge on my sword?
Yes.
Here I am, sir.
Let's take a look at it. Good work, Henry. You're a blacksmith through and through.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, sir.
So now, to the reason I wanted to talk to you. As you no doubt know, there's a big change in store for Hans. He's getting married.
He has to get married.
Has to, wants to, it doesn't matter. He's going to. As you can see, he's none too pleased.
I'm not really surprised. If he can't choose his wife.
Exactly.
Henry, I realize you're not familiar with the business of arranged marriages among the nobility, so don't poke your nose in. Nobody's forcing you into one. It's clear that if it were up to him, he'd keep putting off
Depends
the
on
wedding in
Radzig.
the hope I'd change my mind. But I won't. I've given my word to Lord Botsek of Kunstad, and I don't break my word. So your job, Henry, when the time comes, is to make sure the wedding actually takes place. And if our young lord refuses, you have my permission to drag him kicking and screaming to the altar if need be. After all, who else should take care of him other than the young lord's squire, eh?
Well, I don't know if I'm the right person for that. Couldn't someone else take care of it?
No. You're Capon's right-hand man, so you'll do what you're told. Is that clear?
Of course.
Excellent. Agreed.
And when is it supposed to happen?
You'll find out in good time. In the meantime, stay in these parts till Butchek and I arrange all the details with Herald.
I thought we were going back to Ratai.
We'd just be losing time. I'll give you coin so you can find decent quarters and have enough to live on. Radzig also agrees you'll stay with Capon as his right-hand man.
All right. Where is my father, in fact?
Somewhere in the fields outside the village. He took his unit to rout the last of the Pragas. They should be back around now, I reckon. You could go to meet him. He'll definitely be pleased to see you. He'll want to hear how you fared today. And he won't be disappointed if you ask me. Go with God, then. And don't forget what we said.
Safe journey, Hanush. And send my regards to Bernard.
Oh yeah, good old Bernard.
It looks like Hanush is serious about the wedding.
Bloody Hanush.
What did Hanush talk to you about?
Various things. You don't need to know everything, Henry.
But
Oh, come on. You can tell me. You know you've always been able to rely on me. Now, maybe we've had the odd quarrel, but that's water under the bridge now. Your secret's safe with me.
Secret? Ugh, I don't know if you can call it a secret. I'd say it's already the talk of the town in Ratai. Hanush told me he has no intention of handing over what's mine. Not until I get married, at least.
Wasn't he supposed to hand it over when you reach maturity? No strings attached?
Yes, he was. And I'm not happy. But what can I do? Have him dragged before the king's court? Either I fulfill his condition, or I force him to drop it. Oh, I have to think this through.
What are we going to do about the wedding?
What can we do? Nothing. You heard what Hanush said. He doesn't want anyone to accuse him of not keeping his word. He promised Bocek he'd marry me to his niece, so that's what he's going to do. And that really fucking annoys me. I'm still young. I want to have fun. And instead of that, I have to marry some wench I've never seen. Also, she's bound to be ugly. She'd have been married off ages ago otherwise. Damn it!
I wouldn't be so pessimistic.
Aye. But on the other hand, she's rich.
Yeah, maybe she'll be pretty as well.
No chance. I'm not that lucky. I've been thinking, though,
never know.
if I get married and have a son, I'll name him after you.
Oh, shucks.
Heinrich.
In German?
Ah, you see, it's in fashion at court these days. And what have you got to complain about? You should be pleased. Or would you rather I name him Vachelin?
No, I'm pleased. Honestly. I hope he turns out to be a great man.
Of course he will. He'll take after me. He'll perform great deeds, you can be sure of that.
What was it like before we turned up? Must have been hard.
It was fucked up. I was hit by an arrow. And then we were just stuck in the fortress with no food. But you know what? I didn't even remember Nabokov. That escape through the crypt from the Italian court cured me.
I'm glad to hear it.
You arrived in the nick of time in any case.
We lost all the silver.
We couldn't save it. As soon as they got into the courtyard and basement, it was clear we'd lose it. But money isn't everything. We're alive. Sigismund is fucked. We won.
What about your injury? You said you got hit.
Godwin pulled the arrow out straight away. It didn't go in too deep, thankfully. I was wearing armor, and in the fray, I didn't even think of it. It's only starting to hurt now, in fact.
You'll be all right.
Of course I'll be all right. What do you mean?
I found Brabant in the camp.
Brabant? What? I thought he turned tail. That would have been just like him.
I suppose he really cared about the silver.
And? What happened?
He caught Sam. He was going to kill him. I finished him.
Oh, I hope he suffered.
He begged, whined, whimpered.
I hope Ada enjoyed looking down on that.
What are your plans now?
I'm in no hurry for the courtship, believe you me. I'm going to hole up somewhere, at the Devil's Den, say, and I'll have fun while I can. And when the time comes and Hanush summons me for the courtship, I'll send a message saying I'm seriously ill.
Do you think he'll fall for it?
I'm sure he will the first time. Then we'll see.
You could do something that makes Yitka not want you.
Good idea.
I'll have to be on my way. Stay strong.
I will. Send my regards to Radzik.
Yes, buddy. What is it? Come on. Stop. Stop it.
You silly mutt.
Stupid dog. Alright. So, do I still have my horse? My horse didn't die after all this time?
Ka! Ka!
Ooh, that's a lot of dead dudes. And this town has a lot of recuperating to do. Excuse me, fellow soldier. Oh, wait.
Whoa!
The Prague's dead commander is inside.
Oh, he passed
Had a
away.
message sent to Jobst, so don't worry about it.
Oh, just want to confirm things.
You see, nobody took care of you. Now you lie here, abandoned and defeated. I can't believe I used to be afraid of you. And that you haunted me in my nightmares. Maybe you thought you were only doing your job. That you were on the right side. But that doesn't matter now. Farewell forever, Markvart.
Oh, letter to his wife. I don't know if I should read this. Would be nice if we had actual proper lighting. Looks like he fell out of his chair and crawled to his bed.
The story is ended. So, are you happy now?
Happy? I don't really know. We may have won in the end, but the road to victory was hard.
So you realize the price you had to pay?
War is a dirty business. No one has the power to change that. I didn't understand that before. But I do now.
I know that feeling. I tried to tell you about it, but I reckon there are some things you've got to figure out for yourself.
For instance, revenge.
Should I have sat back and done nothing? After everything that happened?
Whatever you did, it was your decision.
It's right that you dealt with Istvan tough. To hell with the sword, but that bastard had it coming. But I'm a little afraid that revenge might have become the only thing you care about. Why dirty your hands with the likes of Brabant?
He chose his path. We can't reproach him for that.
But sometimes it's better not to play by their rules. Better not to be like them. And turn the other cheek.
You're right, Father. There was too much lust for revenge in me. To tell the truth, I'd rather just forget all about it.
Do you remember the advice I gave you the last time we were together?
You said it doesn't matter how many people I kill, because I can never change what happened. And you also asked if I feel better. To tell the truth, no, I don't.
Maybe you'll change your mind one day.
Maybe. In war, there are times when you only have bad choices and worse ones.
And still you managed to stay clean, Henry. You spared the innocent, even though it would have been easier to sacrifice them.
Malashov, Semyon, innocent people shouldn't have to die. I'm glad I found the courage to defy orders.
All right. You avenged an evil act. But you behaved like a bandit. Plundering and robbing poor wretches. Oh, my son.
Sorry. It would never have happened if I wasn't in such a bind. I'll pray for God's forgiveness.
Well, I suppose you're right. On the scales of good and evil, maybe the good you did outweighs the evil.
You should hope the Almighty will understand. And give you a chance to make amends.
Nothing's black and white. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions in life. And God alone can judge whether you made the right ones. But in the end, you did it. You're a hero. You saved your friends. Capon, Rosa, the Jews, the whole of Suchdol, and Samuel, your brother.
Not exactly.
True. Almost brother. I'm glad you two became friends.
Why didn't you tell me about Samuel?
Because I didn't know. I just had an inkling. They took Sarah away on account of me, and I had no idea where to look for her.
You can be proud of him.
It seems this chapter of your life is over. You're a grown man now. What are you going to do?
I'll stick with Hans Capon. I want to see a bit of the world. Learn things, have more adventures. I don't want to be stuck in some hole in the woods.
Now, one day you'll realize that's exactly what you want.
One day. Maybe.
Time will tell.
Well, whichever way your path leads, take my advice. Watch out for that Eric. I don't think he's going to forget you anytime soon.
Don't worry. I won't forget him either.
Well, it's time to say goodbye.
Farewell, Henry.
God go with you, son. I've a feeling you've got a lot ahead of you.
Will I ever see you again?
Who knows?
We've had so little time for each other.
Good luck. You'll need it.
So, this time it seems it really is the end.
Father,
You did it. You got them. Toth, Van Owlets. Even that damned scavenging ginger fox is gone. Your mother and Martin would surely be proud of you.
perhaps. In a way.
Of course they would. You avenged them. You prevented a war, you saved a lot of people, and after all that, you're still in one piece. That's not a bad performance for an ordinary bastard. You even succeeded in getting that adventurous sword of ours back.
Your sword.
It all started with this. Martin truly was a brilliant blacksmith. It sings so nicely. But it's not singing for me. It's yours, son.
What happens now?
Now? Now we'll get on with life. Do you remember what I told you? That there are some things in the world worth living for. Blue skies, warm sunshine, green grass underneath your feet, beautiful girls,
Good wine, good people, and a fine steed underneath your backside, yeah.
Enjoy it while you can. I can assure you nothing lasts forever. And if you're missing that excitement now, which I'm sure you are, you can be certain that it'll find us again itself one day. I believe there are interesting times still ahead of us. By the way, that buxom lass that you were with?
Well, Catherine? Come on. She's old enough to be my mother.
So what? I think you could do with a bit of mothering. Besides, a well-built lass like that, she'll see you through the hardest of times.
Damn good game. It's gonna be insanely hard to beat that for Game of the Year for me. Every other game after this for at least 2025 I'm gonna have a really fucking hard time beating this game. Because like I played Monster Hunter Wilds. That's probably the only other game that I played that came out this year, and not even a fucking close margin when it comes to that being my favorite game. Yeah, I'm happy that got a day one, got to play it, and enjoyed it, and definitely got to do pretty much every single thing in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 when it came to the playthrough as well. The thing is, they have planned DLC and everything like that, depending on how the DLC is and if it adds to the story, and possibly even because the way they ended this one, I don't see them making a third game for at least Henry. But I can see them making more Kingdom Come games, and it doesn't have to be in this time period, doesn't have to be in Bohemia. Could be in other things. They could do a game about maybe a crusader or another, like a knight or another poor blacksmith's son in a different country and time. But yeah, I can see them making more games like that if they want to. I mean, I'm down for whatever Warhorse is going to make next. I can't wait to hear about it more. But at least for the meantime, at least for another year or two, they're just gonna focus on, supporting this game until they can start fresh. But knowing Warhorse, they keep things a secret very well. So I guess I'll just wait patiently, wait for content to come out for this game and everything like that. But if anyone's a fan of like first-person RPGs with really good stories and pretty interesting mechanics and all that, don't sleep on Kingdom Come. Play the first game, enjoy the second game, and quietly fall in love with it. Because I think when I first played, at least the first game, it was very hard for me. It took a long time for me to really enjoy the combat because, oh boy, fighting multiple enemies at once, and even in this one, gets rough. It gets really rough. It feels like you're getting bounced around like a fucking volleyball sometimes. Like, how am I supposed to survive? It's like, I'm not going to survive this. I'm going to die miserably. And yet, by the time I beat each game at least once, I noticed I started to appreciate the mechanics of it, because it reminded me of what the older Elder Scrolls did. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and even Skyrim and Morrowind. Those games had the RPG and mechanics of, if you want to get better at something, you keep doing those things, and then eventually you start feeling better at doing those certain things. So if you wanted to get better at swordsmanship and just warfare in general, you had to do those things. If you wanted to get better at blacksmithing and just being better at persuading people, you had to talk to more people and do your jobs and everything like that. And I like RPGs like that, where the RPG mechanics and the RPG systems made a hell of a lot more sense. Because it's always so weird to have an RPG system to where, you level up and all that, and you have the freedom to put points into whatever you want, but it would make more sense to only put points into things that you did. So I like RPGs like that. And this game was an absolute, probably one of the purest RPGs I've played in probably at least a decade, because did it affect your dialogue system, choices you make, little things you've done make a pretty big difference is nice. And there's no illusion of choice. Like, they actually give you choices and they stick to it, and it makes a huge difference. A good example: if I didn't find Sam, he would have died. They would have hanged him. Now, leaving him there after killing Brabant, I don't know what would have happened. maybe he would have lost a hand or an arm, or maybe they would have hanged him. I don't know. But due to the fact I chose to find Sam and then force him to be on my shoulder, and we went out with him on the horse together, saved his life. I love that. It's like the little things that you could apply, like as an average gamer would have overlooked it. And it's like, Sam will be fine. I'll just go on a horse and find him later and save him later. Has huge choices, huge consequences. So I appreciate Warhorse for not like beating around the bush when it came to all that stuff. But yeah, I would like more RPGs and just games with the quality and love put into it as Kingdom Come has been given. So now I'll have this empty void in my soul after now beating it, and now I have the what now scenario. So yeah, I'll see you guys after the credits, and yeah.
No. I'm telling you, Jai Devil is a hell of a marksman. I'd bet my right arm that, drunk as he is, he could still hit anything you care to point out. Remember Von Orlitz? You really bet your right arm. In fact, I will go further. Hinek. Your crossbow. Come in, Rayon! I heard about some William fellow who shot an apple off someone's head. Or was it Walter?
At least take that. Who cares?
Oh, come on!
Shut up! You're wasted. Never seen you this bad. Come
Shut up! This will go down in history.
Hinek, you fucking moron!
Fuck.
What is it?
Sire, I bear news from the Italian court. There's been a robbery.
What?
Apparently Margrave Yob's people, they freed the hostages and stole all the silver and vanished.
All our silver?
All of it, but that's not all, sire. Word has come that Jobst is mustering an army and is planning to go to the aid of Kuttenberg.
Oh, that treacherous little whore. That snake. That fucking turncoat! Get out! What are you still standing there? Spit it out!
Sire, Ladislaus of Naples, he's declared himself King of Hungary and lays claim to your lands. He landed at Zadar with an army.
Anything else?
Well, your Cumans plundered the estates of the House of Wallstein. The widow Anna is demanding compensation.
Compensation? Compensation she wants. That little widow? And how are we supposed to pay that when there's no one even capable of guarding our treasury in the middle of fucking town? Anything else?
No, sire, that's all, sire.
This fucking country! Fucking Bohemian! Hard-headed, insidious vermin! Let the whole fucking earth of them rot in their own containers! We're going back to Hungary. Get packed immediately and give the orders.
Sire, how am I to pay the wages of the Prague troops?
Do you know what happened to our silver from the Italian court?
I do.
Then fucking get it back! Give it to the Pragas for all we care. Do whatever you like with this accursed Czech silver.
But sire, I would need something to...